According to Furham 2014, tipping is a highly controversial topic for individuals as well as businesses. Some want to eradicate the procedural, which they see as inappropriate and corrupt, also primarily a function of certain employers not paying a living wage to their employees.
Good afternoon to everyone, especially to my lovely Madam Susanna. I am Angeline Anna Marie from BA 132. Today, I am going to talk about my topic, which is why we should abolish tipping restaurant server and persuade my audience that tipping restaurant servers should not happen in Malaysia. I have been read about this issue about several weeks ago, and I thought this issue should be voiced up to prevent it prevalent in our country. I am sure that some people in our country have not yet been exposed to tipping. This speech should be distributed into three main points. The first one is tipping restaurant servers can make people discriminate towards the servers. Second, it is an incubator for widespread sexual harassment. And the third, it also pushes server into poverty. Let's start with the first point, which is tipping can make people discriminate towards the servers. Discrimination is defined as treating some people differently than others, and people may experience discriminations because of their age, ethnicity, origin, race, language, culture, or a variety of other factors. Every waiter understands that tips are unpredictable. Studies by Michelin, a Cornell professor and tipping expert, waitresses with larger breasts, smaller body sizes, and blonde hair earn more tips than waitresses without these characteristics. Discrimination has very unfair effects on some people, which should not happen and should be avoided from being introduced into Malaysian society. As responsible Malaysians, we should work together to abolish tipping from restaurant waiters in order to prevent discriminations, because everyone deserves to be treated equally. Now, I am sure that all of you understand why I said that we should abolish tipping restaurant servers. So let's move to the second point that I choose. The tipping economy is especially hostile to women because it is an incubator for widespread sexual harassment. It is no secret that servers are subjected to a wide range of offenses, from sexual remarks and jokes to debt proposal and outright groping. For fear of losing their jobs, they are frequently afraid to report the offenses. Their management may be powerless to intervene because disrespecting a customer means losing business. Waitresses and waiters encounter this problem on a regular basis, to the point where it has become commonplace and even expected. That is because their work for tips and how they treat their customer is directly related to how much money they will get at the end of their shift. This could give the customer more power over the server. Sexual harassment victims may experience significant psychology effects such as anxiety, depression, headache, and more. This will cause them to be distracted from doing their job well, and if they refuse, they may lose their job. So, we, as a responsible citizen in Malaysia, sensitivity to the surrounding situations is critical in order for us to take appropriate action if such an event occurs in front of our eyes without any sense of vigilance at all. This can both save lives and teach those who sexually harass servers a lesson. Let's pause for a moment to summarize what we have found so far. First, tipping can make people discriminate. Second, it is an incubator for widespread sexual harassment. Now we are ready to explore the third main point. Last but not least, tipping can push a server into poverty. Tipping contributes to poverty among the waiter and waitresses who toil in dinners and other inexpensive restaurants across the country. Tip workers and their families frequently rely on welfare programmers to survive, and they do so at significantly higher rates than non-tip workers. According to 2014 report from the Economic Policy Institute, a labor-focused think tank, tip workers are heavily reliant on government subsidies to help them make ends meet, said Sylvia Algretto, an economist. Consumers shall not be obligated to pay the wages of restaurant owners or employees. A server's ability to pay his bill should not be affected by the weather, the frequency with which he touches his case, or the noise level of the restaurant, all of which are factors that contribute to the tip amount left by us customers. Workers in Malaysia should be grateful today because their employers looks after their welfare despite the fact that there is no culture of tipping in our country. Tourists who give tips are not prohibited or required in our country, but worker safety is still guaranteed and they are protected by Malaysian labor laws. Today, I have talked about we should abolish tipping restaurant server, which is the reason it can make people discriminate toward the server, an incubator for widespread sexual harassment, and it also pushes server into poverty. Tipping customers should be avoided in Malaysia because it increases the percentage of crime in our country. Furthermore, discrimination against others has the potential to destroy harmony and mutual respect. Even if the issue is only practiced by tourists and foreigners, the government should take it seriously and strict action should be taken in the event of misconduct in tipping Malaysian waiters. So that's all from me. Thank you.